rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come in straight.
What it is, it's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuell reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good?
What's up, folks?
What's up?
Yeah.
How we living, man?
Shit, you already know.
Getting close to them playoffs, man. Getting closer every day.
Tell y'all, PO don't mean post office, you feel me? Playoffs in action.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Teddy. You need me to run it today because I know you kind of upset. All right, cool. But I know after what I saw, I already know. Good thing it ain't a topic today, though.
We just tired from a back-to-back. That's all.
That's understandable.
Just tired from a back-to-back. Just gotta get it.
Back to back.
Hopefully, it ain't nothing serious. Just a little thigh.
I mean, they getting their ass whooped before that.
Yeah. Well,
But go on and get us into this agenda
Go
before I
ahead.
start
He
talking.
actually came back. Honestly came back.
Yeah, go ahead and get us started.
All right. My boys went down last night. Well, you missed it. You know, I've been rocking with the Knicks. They finally lost the last winning streak team to go down to the Hornets. And you said that the Hornets wasn't going to win another game this year. You go back to our previous episode, Top of the Key podcast. You made that bold prediction, and then they knock out the hottest team in the NBA.
I think that happened because the Knicks heard what Quell said and they ran with it. And instead of showing up to really ball, they just showed up like the Hornets without the ball. And they got steamrolled. No. I think, although their win streak has come to an end, Spike Lee, as of right now, you got a lot to be excited for. I know Stephen A. love him some Knicks when they performing. I just hope that they don't do the classic Knicks, when they get to the playoffs and just that's what I hope, because then that's when you're gonna see Spike Lee. That's probably when Spike Lee gonna turn in his fanship right there if they do that, because they giving him a lot to be excited for. But even more so, what's so special about this run is they were handling that run without arguably their best player, second best player, Jalen Brunson. So just think if Jalen Brunson had been playing, how much further they could have went. So, hey, that's good that they got that momentum without, like I say, their first or second best player. That's good. So, one loss.
I think the trio of them being young and the dynamic of them being young hurts them in the long run more than it helps them. Because you have three people who feel like fourth quarter, give me the ball. Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle. One of them who's been an all-star, three-point contest contestant, who's kind of been decorated as the guy. But you got two other guys that can go get you a bucket, fourth quarter, last minute, they can create on their own. The problem is most every team that has ever won, the guys who were the guys were established already. Even all the way back to Larry and Mikhail and Magic and Kareem, Jordan and Pippen. When it came to those times, Dirk, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, we knew who was going to be the guy. Steph, even with that young core and having guys that kind of came up at the same time, there still was that guy that was undeniably that guy.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks don't have that. Even though you see Julius Randle as he has the numbers to be that guy, you have Jalen Brunson with the ball in his hand, and you have RJ Barrett who has that dog in him where Julius Randle will sit out and take threes all night. he'd go 2 for 8 from the three and just end with 14 points. And like he did in his loss, 15 points, like he did in his loss, and not really be the 25 and 8 that you normally see in those wins. So, and when you have that guy, they show up every night.
Yeah. The majority of them.
Yeah, the ones who the ones that separate themselves, the Dames, the Bookers, the Stephs, the KDs, the Giannis's, the Jokic and B's, the ones who are the ones, they show up every night. That second tier where Julius falls in that second tier, the Lauri Markkanens and the Juliuses and the Brandon Ingrams and the second tier guys that show up most of the nights, that's where you gotta fall. You don't win championships.
Yep. But hey, good stuff, Knicks. Hopefully y'all bounce back and get back to action as y'all approach these playoffs and keep the good ball.
Yeah, my Knicks gonna be all right. Got a tough task ahead of them. No playoffs, but they'll be all right. They're gonna do what they always do. What they've been doing. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. All right.
Knicks.
Next topic. We should talk about the Warriors and they Kryptonite. Steph Curry, is the Warriors better with Steph Curry?
Steph's the Warriors Kryptonite.
Hey, that is a solid question because the answer is yes, but no. That's the truth. And I believe it's because of Steve Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there's a no. Because when Steph Curry, Steph Curry came back. He had 20 plus in the second game. They lost. Then he came back. We had 40 last night. They lost. And he shot amazingly. But they lost. So he's balling post-injury, post-recovery, right? But the Warriors are losing. They just won 5 games in a row before he came back. Now they done lost 2 or 3 in a row since he came back. I think it's 2. Yeah, it was 2 because it was the Lakers and then it was whoever we played last night, the Thunder. The reason they're worse is because they get away from balling. You see the points in the paint dwindle. You see Looney get moved out of the rotation where he only played 11 minutes last night and we got killed on the boards by 11, so we could have really used him to rebound because potentially we give ourselves a chance if we balance out the rebound battle. But he gets out of the starting lineup. Draymond runs the 5, ends the game with decent points, decent assists, but 1 rebound. Let's let that sink in. Then have 1 person on our team with double-digit rebounds. Let's let that sink in. So not only do we get away from points in the paint, not only do we get away from using one of our most utility-based players as far as what he brings. He's that maintenance guy. He keeps us good, right? Looney. He's in every game. Gives us. You just look at his production when Steph wasn't there. Double-doubles with points and rebounds, he was killing. But then everybody sits around, like Teddy said, was it last episode or a few episodes ago? Steph's greatest fans are on his team. They all want to see Steph be Steph. So they pass him the ball and sit back and watch him be Steph instead of everybody being involved. Then you look at last night. Well, we did a great job scoring. 40 from Steph, 20 plus from Clay, 20 plus from Kuminga, and then a little bit from Jordan Poole, and you had some other people with some stuff, right? But nobody wanted to play defense. That was the issue. A bunch of no-name dudes on the Thunder was giving us double digits. I think everybody that played on the Thunder had double-digit points last night, on top of what SGA gave them. So when he come back, you get too much fandom. Everybody sitting back watching amazing. no defense being played. You remove Kevon Looney, Draymond give you 1 rebound. Steve Kerr just sitting back watching it because he's as big as a fan as they get, asking for an autograph after every damn game. So, yeah, he makes them better because he's a greater threat, opens up stuff for other people, but them other people probably get hit in the face with the ball 90% of the time because they wide. Oh, shit, Steph, I thought you was finna do something. What you got, Khalil?
I think that because we're so playoff built, it hurts us. And we're really showing how much it hurts us during this season. Because when the playoffs come, your rotation shrinks down to 7 or 8. You're only playing the guys. The guys are the guys you're relying on. But when you have Steph, Steph shows up every night. In the playoffs, for the last 8 years of our life, we've been okay knowing that Steph has been averaging 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in the playoffs over 8 years. He's consistent, right? Steph's going to show up. When you shrink your lineup down, you shrink your possessions down, everybody's focused on the guys, the Clays, the Steph, the Kaminga, the Pools, when everybody's focused on the guys and everybody's double teaming the guys and everybody has game plans for the guys, Steph still shows up with your game plan, with your double teams, with your BS. Now, that's cool in the playoffs when we need a bucket every night. And we don't know if Poole gonna show up every night. And we don't know if Clay gonna give us our 20 that he give us in the fourth against this random team. We don't know. We need a guy that's gonna show up every night. That's cool when we build for the playoffs because we play that way in the playoffs. And when it comes to playoffs, your stars gotta show up. Our stars show up. We got 4 of them. But we haven't had that Poole like we had Poole like right before All-Star break, all the way until the playoffs last year.
Nah, it was at the All-Star break because
right at the All-Star break.
They were talking about how him and Wiggins went 20-plus games without scoring a certain amount of points, and then at that point, once they said that, he went
on the road. So we don't have that. I mean, we could say Clay has had those games, but even in those games that Clay's had games, while he's having a game, he's struggling prior to starting to just go off. You know what I mean? He'll go 0 for 6 and then go off. So he's struggling in the games that he go off. It's not like Clay. Oh, you know Clay gonna give you 30. Oh, you know Clay gonna give you 25. Oh, you know Clay gonna, or you know Poole gonna give you 21 every night. You know, only thing you know is Steph gonna show up. And unlike any other year, we've always known Steph gonna show up, but we've always had, well, at least we know Clay gonna get this, or at least we know Wiggins gonna give us 16 in the first half and not do nothing in the second half. At least we know right now it's a bunch of we don't know. And that, at this point in the season, when Steph comes back after being on a win streak, it should be like, oh, we the best team in the NBA. And it don't feel like that.
Yeah. I mean, the plus to it is Clay's still giving 20 points. I mean, it's not very efficient because he's giving you 20 off 20 shots, but he's still giving you 20 points. So, but also looking at it, it's like once we get Gary Payton back, as much of a weapon as he is, there's a lot of times when Ty Jerome is very beneficial because he can score from anywhere. He can attack the basket. He has a nice floater. He has confidence to shoot the 3 and he'll shoot it. And his mid-range is on point. We don't necessarily get, you're not going to get that from Gary Payton, where he fulfills the responsibilities of a point guard, but he could be a scoring point guard too. You're not going to get that. So it's going to be interesting to see how they utilize that, because when you have no Steph and then you put Poole out there to start, Ty Jerome is very, very beneficial in that situation over Gary Payton, whereas Gary Payton's going to be beneficial on the defensive end But when you don't have Steph Curry and Jordan Poole is out of the game, who are you going to have to run that offense?
But you also had Otto Porter and Gary Payton as possession stoppers and beginners and extenders. I mean,
No, I'm just saying between
when
Gary
that
Payton and Ty
possession,
Jerome.
Ty
That's what I'm
Jerome
saying.
not gonna go give you 14 rebounds like Otto Porter will, where 8 of them
But no, I'm not
was for the
comparing
other
them.
team. Well, no, what I'm saying is the other team would take one shot and Otto Porter ended that possession with a
But
rebound.
I'm not comparing this team to last. What I'm saying, on the team we have now, we have Gary Payton, and he's going to come back. You know he's going to have a role. So I'm saying, how are they going to handle that? Because Ty Jerome is beneficial on the offensive end when we don't have another guard, because we don't really have another guard on the team. That's what I'm saying. Because Gary Payton's another guard, but he's not a point guard, and he's not a shooter. He will shoot. He will score. So I'm just saying, how do they, like, do you just 100% nix Ty Jerome, even though you know we run into parts of the game where we're stagnant because Jordan Poole can't get going. We waiting on Steph to get going, and Clay shooting everything.
I say take JaMychal Green minutes because what undersized JaMychal Green is big. He's 6'10", right? 6'10", 6'11". But undersized
6'9".
Well, yeah, well, undersized Otto Porter at 6'7", and what undersized Gary Payton at 6'2", 6'3", was able to give us was Otto Porter give us 16 rebounds in the game. Gary Payton gave us 2 steals. They stopping, they're ending possessions for the other team. The other team's not extending their possessions. Or when we shoot the 3, Otto Porter shoots in and grabs the offensive rebound, and he's extending possessions on our end. But there are a bunch of offensive players on our end that are scorers, but they aren't giving us extra possessions.
I think they can.
They aren't doing the little things.
They can answer that because Anthony Lamb, I say don't extend his contract. Anthony Lamb, don't extend his contract. You already gonna play Iggy limited minutes, so you gotta expect Wiggins gonna come back at some point, hopefully. So you gotta find minutes there too. So Wiggins come back.
What is wrong with him?
They don't say. It's just something with his family. There's something with his family. So that's all they say.
I did.
And it's like, I mean, I respect to his family and everything, but at this point, bro, why does it feel like we always want to cut? I always want to cut Wiggins. We say this every year. We should just cut Wiggins for something, bro. Lack of production, lack of effort, lack of showing up. But then we win a championship, and he showed up. He earned this, but then he get paid. And it's like, we shouldn't have paid Wiggins. We should have done. I'm just wondering, are we gonna have that same feeling this playoffs that we had at the end of the last playoffs? Like, oh, well, we need Wiggins, and he one of the players we're not gonna cut.
Look, I'm gonna say this, and then we can move on. I hate when they say update on Wiggins' status, and the update is we're gonna respect his privacy. You could have kept that to yourself. Like, so there's a lot of uncertainty because we don't know what the fuck going on with him. We don't know if it's something with his kids, with his wife, with his mom. We don't know nothing. You know, we don't know if it's a condition, if it's a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know nothing. So,
what if it's some Chris Bosh type stuff? Like he got some type of medical.
Nah, because they don't say it's with him. It says with his family. So that's all they say. But yeah, get us to this next topic. We done spent a lot on the blue and gold. Let's move on to the gold and purple.
Los Angeles Lakers. They are finally within their play-in contention. I know you like that, don't you, Quill? Like that, huh?
The Wild Wild West for real right now.
Look, I say everything that could happen did happen for the Lakers. You had teams giving away games, D-Lil sitting games, set a game, and they lost every game that they lost, another team lost, and the Lakers were winning. I'm just looking like y'all really just giving them games. Then you had SGA pretty much out from the All-Star. Like, when did you get hurt? You was in the damn All-Star game. He sat out for like a week or two. And I'm like, y'all making it so possible for the Lakers. If SGA was playing, the Thunder wouldn't be where they are right now. They all the way at the bottom. SGA set out down there 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. He set out since the All-Star game. He just came back like a game before they played us. Where you been, SGA? D-Lil, you taking time off. Then you come back and then you can't even make y'all losing games. Y'all supposed to be winning. Y'all dropping the ball. So you see them dropping the ball. You see the Pelicans not Brandon Ingram out again. Like, I'm like, everything that could happen for the Lakers happened for the Lakers. And then you were just so certain once LeBron went out, oh yeah, it was a wrap. But then you see more teams like, hey, we feel sorry for him. We need to make, that's what it seemed like. Let's make a way for him. So, hey, big ups to the Lakers for capitalizing. AD, that performance you put on last night was a Zubac performance. That performance you put on last night was an amazing performance. Let's hope it wasn't a Zubac performance when he put up down there 30 and 30. And then you ain't never see that again. So keep doing what you're doing. You got hit with the Creed left hook to the face and you came back, your nose was split open and leaking, you came back and you put up numbers. You got to play like that every game for y'all to win. And like I say, that's always a concern because, you know, when AD carry that load, he folds. And not because he can't handle it, but because his body can't handle it. So, hey, big ups to the Lakers for doing that. Just because all the teams make it possible don't mean it's going to happen.
Yeah, but if you look at the West, how it sits, outside of Jokic, none of the stars are really healthy or playing. Kawhi Leonard and Paul are healthy and playing, but so Jokic is the one that's healthy and playing and winning. Ja might be out for the we might not see Ja to 2025. Zion, we might not see him to 2025. Who else in the West? KD
came
back. He just got hurt. They look like
in a solo drill. He done tweaked his damn ankle.
The rest, if you look at the rest of the top teams in the West, Steph just came back. LeBron went out. The Kings got some.
Luka out now.
Fox. Luka out.
De'Aaron Fox been out.
With him. De'Aaron Fox been out. Anthony Davis kind of should be able to win a lot of games.
Carl Anthony Towns been out. Now you got Jordan Clarkson out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you start looking at the Lakers for what they have as a superstar, Anthony Davis should be able to win games in this West. If he's healthy.
I ain't gonna specify with period.
Yeah, like you ain't playing against nobody. Like you ain't playing against
but he's
superstar.
He playing against people that he has the advantage on.
Yeah, every night you AD, like you should beat Anthony Edwards by himself.
He need to put some respect on his name. Don't look for people to put respect on you. You need to put some respect on your name.
Like Luka hurt, y'all should. I mean, everybody hurt. Yeah, I mean, you got the Warriors. They back, but half of them just got back and hurt. So most of these games, y'all have the advantage because y'all have Anthony Davis. Like, let's not forget what he is healthy. Injured, we know. But healthy, he's 30 and 20, 41 and 15. Like, he put up numbers. So, by himself, he should be able to carry a team, especially with these good role players.
And he got his get back on Triple J. Granted, he ain't posterizing, but he got the dub, and he put up a monster game on Triple J. The last time Triple J posterized that, man, I was like, terrible.
Nothing you could do about that. Timing on that putback. Now you can.
All right, so the Lakers got a iffy schedule. It ain't open for them. They got the Raptors Friday, the Knicks Sunday, then the Pelicans, followed by the Rockets, Mavericks, Magic, and Suns. So it ain't walking apart.
He only got Booker. If KD still hurt, he got Booker. Magic, nothing. Rockets, you should.
But hold on.
Hold on. It's a better matchup than
you got Ayton over there.
Booker.
I think the Suns will beat them. I think the
The
Suns will
Suns
beat
could
them.
be
With or without KD.
I'm saying I think the Suns will beat them. Not
That's what I'm
could.
saying.
They will. I think the Suns
With
will
or
beat
without
them.
him.
I think the Mavs gonna beat them.
But without Luka, the Mavs not beating.
The Mavs got to get their
They-
get back. But you
They
got to
play
no.
better.
They play better without Luka.
They play better
But I'm
without
still
both
taking
superstars.
Anthony Davis over Kyrie Irving. Anthony Davis and the Lakers over Kyrie
That's
Irving.
true. But I'm taking the Mavs getting they get back, and I think Luka gonna be back. Like I said, at the point where Luka was, the Mavs had already been getting their ass whooped. They made a comeback, but you got to think it takes a lot to make that comeback, and then you still have to close. So when y'all made y'all comeback, they went ahead and made a comeback while they were still ahead as well. So at that point, it's like, do we really risk it and have him strain it to the point to where he's out indefinitely, or do we just go ahead and say, hey, we still got talent out there. Y'all carry us to a dub. Oh, you couldn't? Cool. We got next game. That's kind of how I think they played it. Just like with BI, I think they were like, hey, we up by 20. We gonna hold our team accountable and say, hey, y'all close this game. Let BI rest up. If y'all want to make a meaningful push for something, you need your players healthy. And we got a damn near 20 points, 17, 19 point advantage. Y'all close this game out for us.
The Raptors and the Knicks is gonna be tough.
Yeah, the Raptors, I think that'll be tough for them. The Knicks, I think it'll be so the Suns, the Mavs, the Raptors, and the Knicks. I think those gonna be who's gonna be tough.
But I believe Anthony Davis should win that game against the Raptors. And I believe honestly,
I don't, because
to win that game
that's a
against the
game
Knicks.
Anthony Davis can't win because the Raptors have the top to bottom defense. We've been saying it for the longest. So the Raptors, AD may have an amazing look, but AD may have an amazing game. Steph Curry had a great game last night. However, right? I think the Raptors would be able to lock up everybody else that's there to help AD. That's what I think. So the Troy Brown, who looks pretty nice, Malik Beasley, who can look pretty nice, Dennis Schroeder, who can look pretty nice. I think all of them pieces. I think all of them pieces is going to have problems. Vanderbilt, you not doing Siakam like that. OG there, Siakam there, Barnes. Look,
but with Vanderbilt, they have it now. That's the thing about the Lakers. With Vanderbilt, Anthony Davis, Malik Beasley, they have a defensive team now too.
Right. I ain't talking
People
about.
I'm not paying attention to that Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt pickup. How defensively much? How
that's
much
not
better
a defensive team? They're better equipped defensively.
Listen, Anthony Davis and Jared Vanderbilt are two of the top
right
defenders
there is
in
nice.
the league.
But what I'm saying, I ain't talking about nobody's offense, really. I'm not talking about the Raptors offense. I'm talking about them, the Lakers offense being limited because the Raptors got real defenders. Like that's like they got real defenders. Like a healthy Thunder. You know what I'm saying? The Raptors got real defenders. So that's all I'm going with the Raptors. They got real defenders. So the Lakers gonna have to really show up and ball. They're not just gonna be left wide open.
AD need to go off for 45 and 25, and then it's gonna be a long night for the Raptors.
Hey,
that's what I be feeling like. I feel like, bro, you the 40 and 20 guy. When you should be able to just go win a game.
He did that.
Just an AD night. You know how Luka can just go give you 60 and 20 one night, a 60-20 triple-double. You know what I'm saying? Regular night, Dame can give you 71. Some of these certain people can go give you certain nights that's just, you know what I'm saying, Giannis 40 and 20. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to go AD a night.
But
that's what AD did.
He just did that tonight. So you think he gonna turn around Friday and do it again?
No, he did that yesterday.
The best of the best.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you think he gonna turn around Friday and do it again against the Raptors, then turn around and do it again against
But my
the
thing
Knicks?
is, I think he might do it, but his company is not gonna do it. That's what I honestly think. The company. But we'll touch base. We'll talk about it Friday.
I don't see him being able to keep that type of momentum. It's just gonna be tough.
I think he can, because AD was that guy. I think he can. I'm not saying he's gonna give you a 40 or whatever, a 30 and 20 like he had, or whatever he had the other night. What I'm saying is I think AD is gonna have a great game. However, The rest of the team is gonna be on clamp.
We shall see Friday.
On me.
Game to watch out for. All right. Next topic. Going over to the East Coast. Ben Simmons. Period. Speak your
Look.
piece, Quill.
Look,
Where's Mr. 10-10-10?
listen,
Where is this man at, period?
On the
he had a
10.
chance to be on a team with veterans, with a team that knew what he brought. KD, Kyrie, been in the league, a veteran coach. Yeah, even when he was with Embiid and Doc, a veteran coach knows when we in rebuilding mode, he don't hold up against them young dogs.
Look.
How they feel about basketball and how
Ain't
you
how he
feel
feel.
about basketball is two totally different things. How they feel in practice and how they come to practice because they have an opportunity on a team that KD and Kyrie just left. How they feel about this opportunity that KD and Kyrie just left, and how you feel about this opportunity that KD, totally different. Cam Thomas ain't looking like, well, he don't know. Give me the ball. I don't need you to feed me. I'll feed me. I'll pass myself the ball. Everybody over there. After they just left, it's wide open now. And we wide open with talent. So how you may be approaching practice and how you may approach practice since you left the 76ers all the way up until these two got traded is you knew that in order for this team to work, this coach was going to treat you a certain way and these players were going to bring you in a certain way and you making a certain amount of money because all the top of us are making that certain amount of money. No, all of them ain't making none of it. All of these other, Spencer don't make that money. Mikhail don't make that money. Cam don't make, Nick Claxton don't make that money. Oh, they on your neck. They on your, it's different now. Them practices different now.
Oh, yeah. Look, we supposed to have covered Ben Simmons at All-Star break. I gave him more time. You gave him more time. We gave him more time. We ain't seen Ben Simmons since Kyrie and KD left, since right before that. And so, really, we're going to bring this Ben Simmons book to a closing. He is not up for further discussion at this point because he's not relevant. He's not on the team. He has nothing but opportunity. He could literally come back and be that guy on that team. Be that guy. It doesn't mean he's going to lead the team in scoring, but he could be that guy. And he will not be. And he's chosen not to be.
There are two other categories he could lead the team in.
Rebounds.
And assists.
Steals.
Blocks.
Assists.
Well, not with Nick, not blocks. But with blocks, you should. Yeah. You think Nick Claxton only getting 2. You was averaging 2.
But instead, that mental thing that we always talked about, that mental is not there. So therefore, he's not. So let's go ahead and.
Is he still on the team?
Close
the book. He's on the team, but it's different when you around dogs. It's different when everybody around you.
But I also think it's that ego, like. When you know what I'm saying? Like when you feel like you somebody, but you're on a team with a bunch of these guys, and you're like,
that's what I'm saying. But when you're on a team with Steph been in the league, Seth been in the league for a while. We know what he is. Joe Harris, he been in the league. He coming off injury. We know what he is. I'm Ben Simmons. I'm still Ben. Kyrie, we know he gonna get the ball. We know KD gonna get the ball. But come on, Royce O'Neal. I'm Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying? Nick Claxton, he's a young guy. I'm Ben Simmons. But Mikal Bridges, when he got here, Mikal Bridges just came off like 7, 8, 9, 10 games scoring 25. Spencer Dinwiddie come here and he with the shits. Before Ben Simmons stepped back on the court, Cam Thomas had 2 or 3 games, 4 games where he went nuts.
120 points.
So when you walking back into this locker room, you're not walking back into you looking at us like I'm Ben Simmons. It's like, yeah, you better. Who are you? What you done lately? Because this what I done last week.
Yeah.
Every one of them. This what I done last week. This what I done yesterday. Move on over. All your minutes. I want all of that. All of them too. They coming from having to sit behind Luka and Booker and KD and Kyrie. Everybody had to sit behind somebody. I'm not sitting behind Ben Simmons.
You said Ben who?
All right.
I'm gonna be straight.
Get it
with you.
together. Get
I
it
ain't sitting
together,
behind
Benny.
Ben, bro.
Get it together, Ben. Or move over and let somebody else get that shine.
That's already been done.
Yeah, he out of here.
Let
He hurt
somebody
again.
get that shine.
He injured again.
All right. Last topic before we get up out of here. The Boston Celtics. The St. Louis Celtics, man. What's going on? What's going on?
It look more like the Boston Celtics right now.
You think they're running out of gas? You think they're coming down the stretch, just running out of gas? People always question Tatum's and company's stamina. Is that what it is? Is they running out of gas?
I don't know. I'm not concerned, but I'm puzzled as to why they losing. I've been puzzled since I seen them lose to the Magic in like 2 games in a row, back to back. I was puzzled at that point, like what's going on? But concerned, no. I just know that they need to figure it out before they go into the playoffs, because you don't want to go into the playoffs with the whatever momentum they have right now. You don't want to go into the playoffs with that, not with the revamped Raptors who looking to make some noise and claw their way through something, not with the previous steamrolling Bucks who looking to re-establish themselves as the NBA champions. And not with potentially the Nets who want to prove something. I mean, in the East, I don't really see too many. I mean, you got the Knicks, but the Knicks got to make it past the first round before I really talk about you in the playoffs. But you got like those teams that they got the momentum, got the experience, got the drive. You do not want to be trying to figure something out in the playoffs when those teams are like, yeah, what we're figuring out is who we fucking up tonight. So that's my take. I need y'all to look like the St. Louis Celtics again.
Yeah. I think playoff wise, when they shrink down to that 7-8 lineup, they have one of the best 7-8 lineups. They have two of the biggest punches for a lot of teams.
They've done that.
Yeah,
But
you know what I'm saying?
The issue is you got Grant Williams telling Donovan Mitchell, I'm gonna make both of these. And he missed both of them. You know, humble yourself, guy. Humble yourself. Like, stick to production.
They gonna get back in playoffs. That defensive lineup, the way they gonna narrow down the switches and everything. They have the personnel to match up well with everybody. Whereas everybody don't have the personnel to match up well with every team. They match up well with every team.
I think their biggest question though is depth. Where a lot of these teams got depth. You don't really worry about Grant Williams coming off the bench. Pritchard. Like, once you get past the first 5, the only one you really worry about coming off the bench, potentially Derek White if he coming off the bench. And that's like, or Malcolm Brogdon, exactly. Anybody else, you're not worried about. So it's the depth where they lack. A lot of these teams, especially talking about the East, the Bucks got depth. Oh, they got depth. So the Nets, if they can figure something out, they have depth. 76ers don't have depth, but they got Joel Embiid.
They got
deep. He'll take you deep if he in his bag.
Yeah. So look, it's been real. Y'all already know what it is. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, get at us. You know, it's been real with your boys, Dufresne and LaQuil, presenting the facts, opinions of BS. Top of the key, we out, man.
Hope you patch shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it bad. These just my confession. They in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck. Don't speak